Time.
Welcome back to the Monster Girl Survivor's Guide with Jin and Mike. I am one of your hosts, Otaku Mike. I am here with the illustrious Jin Graves. Some might say Dr. Monster Girl or Monster Doctor Girl. I don't know. We'll discuss on what his actual doctor title is.
There's a lot to it.
There's a lot to it. But today we are looking at another slime. If you have watched our previous slime video, go check that out. If you have not watched it, but we are talking about the queen slime, another variation on the slime. Um, I don't know what you would call it, race, variation. I don't know.
I'd call it a
A
variation.
variation, mutation, some might say. But we are looking at the queen slime. The queen slime is sort of similar to the red and blue slime. Its stats are the exact same as the regular slime and the blue slime. They eat the same, and they're the same. Uh, have the same personality basically as the red slime. You know, they are kind of intelligent creatures. Um, so let's start off. The queen slime is a mutation of a blue slime. Um, basically, it's a collectiveness of several slimes huddled together, and that is what makes up the queen slime. So when a slime is trying to divide itself, um, we're basically talking about a common slime is trying to divide itself, and it doesn't have enough nutrition. It like kind of sticks around with the slime and kind of be, creates two different bodies that are jointed together, basically. Which that's how it forms. It's as they like to call it, the kingdom, because it's a kingdom of slime people, I guess you could say. What are your thoughts on this?
I feel like this is more of like an aura,
An aura?
Yeah, or like a mist. When you go into the mist, all that stuff is there. I feel
Uh-huh.
like this is just one blob you walk into, and then everything else just kind of happens.
Well, funny you say that because the other creatures and like men as well, like monsters and men, have a hard distinction telling what is a slime and what is a queen slime because they look very similar. Because you can't necessarily always tell what they look like because they're not always with their other slime. What would you call them? Subjects, workers. I don't know what you would call them. But
Hmm.
the queen slime is just as aggressive as the regular slime. It does move a lot slower because it has the other slime attached to it. But it technically is just a single monster, just a mutated version of the slime, which I find very interesting.
I
But
wonder if it even really moves, like if the main body even moves at all, and it just takes in nutrition and goes out from there.
well, actually, they have the other slime that are spawned from this, um, the queen slime. They have roles like merchant, knight, magician, um, because they form this kingdom, and their role is basically to go out and do things or protect the um, the husband, or shall we say victim, of the queen slime. That's their role, is to protect
The hubby.
the hubby and keep him alive, basically. Because all she wants to do is get a little slimy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got what you mean. Like that one episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It's time to eat some slime.
Yeah. But I mean, there's not much to say about the slime because I mean, this one's a lot like the other two. Do you have any insight on the slime, on the queen slime?
I would like to know what's the big, like, if there was a story written about it, what
Uh-huh.
would the biggest queen slime like be?
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, is there a limit to it? Because it doesn't seem like that they have anything where they say that there's a limit to it.
No.
But then at the same time, it's kind of like there's got to be some kind of limit to it, or you could walk into a slime and just be like, you know, in its territory, I guess, in its body.
Yeah, because its kingdom is its body. So I believe it continuously grows to help uh, with the human that it gets. That's what I seem to read from the book.
And I know there's a part in there too where it talks about in the book of how if he gets tired of one appearance, then one of the other slimes has a separate appearance and he can move on to a different one.
Yeah, I believe that that is as well. Because the queen kind of takes everything. From what I read, the queen kind of takes everything. Like she doesn't, I guess, let him have any free time, as one might say, because he's too busy giving up that essence.
I feel
But
like being in the queen slime would almost be like being in the Matrix.
oh, probably most definitely. But I find it interesting that so he's basically sitting there, um, being used like one would if they came across a slime, but then the other slimes are going out and hunting and basically bringing him back food and like clothes to like keep him safe and whatnot, and also protect him.
Would he have clothes?
They said that they go out and like get him stuff, so he really doesn't have to do anything. He just has to lay there basically. I mean, would you want that life to just lay there,
A life of luxury?
a life of luxury, like
Uh,
maybe like a sponge?
sure, I'd have a life of luxury, but I'd still like to go on adventures.
But you can't go on adventures because you're stuck with the queen slime.
Well, that's too bad. Queenie's gonna have to stay at home.
Some might say she might be a little too clingy.
She's like a Klingon. A little too much.
But yeah, there's not really much more to say about the queen slime. It's a really interesting take on the slime. I have to say that. Um, Again, I don't think I would want to run into the queen slime. It's too slimy for me.
I would really want to know what's the percent chance of there even really being regular slimes, and if it's not, if it was ever really like, if there ever really was a regular slime, or if it's all just a queen slime.
Oh, I mean, there has to be a regular slime in order. There has to be a regular slime in order to make a queen slime. So that's what it said in the book.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I
Maybe
mean,
there was a regular slime at the beginning of time, and there's not one anymore.
well, I mean, they referenced the regular slimes in that chapter.
And I wonder if she ever absorbs regular slimes.
It didn't say anything about. I mean, it only said that with the notion of when it's trying to make another slime and it can't, then it
Yeah.
gets absorbed into the um, body or whatever of the other slime.
Yeah.
It's kind of like almost like a weird symbiotic relationship. You know?
Right. I wonder if there's like any extra subconscious to it too. Like does every quote unquote body have its own subconscious, or especially with the whole role thing, or is it just kind of like, oh hey, if you're a queen slime and I'm trying to spawn you off, there's no way. Is it like a red slime even though it's a queen slime, or is it is every other slime except for the main one uh knowledgeable?
Yeah, and that's where I feel like we're going to end this um, episode. We're getting a little short. Um,
Any final
so thank you guys for watching as always. Do you like the slimes? I personally don't like the slimes. I feel like I could deal without them. Um, some might say they're a waste of monster girls. I don't know. That might be a little too harsh.
Let's see, Jin Graves' final thoughts.
What are Jane Grey's final thoughts on the slime?
Um, uh,
He has no thoughts.
have you read Kingdom? There you go. That's it.
I have not read Kingdom.
Well, you don't want to, because obviously it's just a whole bunch of slimes together.
Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you later. Comment down below. This was a short episode. I don't really how much we would get out of the slimes. We already talked about 2 of them.
Hey, this is only like a minute short. What are you talking about?
Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Come back for the next Monster Girl. See you later. Peace out.
Bye.
All right, I'll be right back.